welcome back to my channel, and this is Mary of Creating with Mary. I'm so glad you're able to join me on today's episode. So yeah, if you notice, my hair is in a different style today. So I'm wearing my hair in the traditional threading style. Okay, this style is very common across all cultures in Nigeria and in Africa as a whole. So we use it. In the olden times, there was this thread that was particularly used just for the hair. But nowadays, those threads have been substituted by Brazilian wool and knitting wool. That this threading can be done with whatever material that can just cover the hair and give it this. You could pack it or you could leave it. I love it. Do you like it? Yes, I love the hair, and particularly because it's not painful. The stylist that made my hair was very careful. She made my daughter's hair as well, and she was really very patient and careful, and so I couldn't feel a single pain all over my head or neck. In the past when we made this hair, oh god, we cried. See, your neck could be something like this. You'll be hanging the neck and can't move it. So, but this is quite easy on my head, and I feel very comfortable with it. So this is going to be my protective style for at least 3 weeks. So you'll be seeing this in some of the other videos I'll be making after this one. So this is my current hairstyle. I'm loving it, and this hair was inspired by my daughter, my older daughter, who is in secondary school. So in secondary school in Nigeria, every week or every 2 weeks, depending on the school, a new hairstyle will be called, and girls are expected to all make that hairstyle so that we can have uniformity within the school. Just as the same way they dress in their uniform, so they want the hairstyles to also be uniform for girls. So yes, she said, "Mommy, we're making thread." I said, "Oh, that's cool." So, but the lady who normally makes weaving she doesn't really know how to thread hair very well. She said she's not patient enough. So not many people can make this. Alright, so based on skills, and some cannot pack it very well to make it very neat and tidy. So it's a different skill on it. So unlike weaving or twisted, when she went to make the hair, I told her why not make the younger sister the same way. My little daughter had never made this threading hair. We were used to weaving the hair, so I told her make this hair for your sister as well. So they went there and they made this lovely hairstyle, and when they came back I said, wow, I'm gonna make this hairstyle as well. And so we have the 3 girls in my home are wearing African threading style for this week and for this period. When I looked in the mirror, I was just admiring the hair and the intricacy of the process of making the style. It's just an art. Our hair and the styling of it is an artwork. Just look at the intricacy of each threading, okay, and then you look at the intricacy of the packing together of the hair. It's a beautiful network of and it's a beautiful work of art, and that's something that we don't seem to appreciate as much as we should in this day and age. Accepting your full self sometimes is not inclusive of your hair, especially as an African or a Nigerian whose hair is kinky, whose hair is in its natural state. I've been wearing my full natural hair since 2008. That was a year after I gave birth to my first daughter, my first child. And since then, I've grown in the journey of learning to care for the hair. That's one thing. So a lot of people that knit and say, oh, it's difficult, our hair is difficult to maintain, our hair is difficult to manage. I understand some of those struggles because I've been there myself, because I've worked all through those years from 2008. I only stopped working full-time in and out of house in 2019. So I understand the struggle is real. because sometimes I question my own self. That why is really, what is this hair thing that I still keep? I find wearing wig difficult, even though I've tried it a few times. It's not for me. Wigs are not for me, right? I just don't like the concept and the fact that I sweat under them. Then I don't feel comfortable. And then based on some of the documentaries that I've watched over hair in Asia and in other parts of the world, I don't feel comfortable wearing wigs. Say for a braided wig that is made from synthetic material, yeah, occasionally. And even for now, I can't remember the last time I've put on any wig on my hair. But that's me. That's what I've come to understand. So a few of my colleagues back then did ask me, oh, are you a Deeper Life? Do you attend this Christian religious organization, Deeper Life or Mountain of Fire? Some people think wearing my natural hair is a religious practice. For me, wearing my natural hair in its natural state is not a religious practice. No, I'm not a religious person in that sense. Not in any sense even. I'm not religious. So why I wear my natural hair is because I've come to understand and embrace my full self. And that includes my hair. My hair is part of me, it's part of my body. This body is my vessel, okay? So it's a vessel in which my spirit is expressing itself in this dimension of time and space. So my spirit is expressing itself through this body, this vessel. And that vessel has this hair that is kinky, that is natural. So in the past, when we were younger, when I was in the university, I had my hair relaxed with relaxers. We're always doing one thing or the other with the hairs, tiny braids, putting on weave-ons. When I look back, I chuckle on the fact that the university environment is supposed to be a place of knowledge, of enlightenment, of discovery, even of self, not just of science or of arts. It's supposed to be an environment that stimulates the discovery of who am I? That question, who am I? What am I here to do? So that environment is supposed to be the place where you get to really ask questions of your lecturers and of yourself. But I never really discovered myself in the university now. I discovered myself after I've left the university and I've become an adult and I've become a working class and I've had some of my own life experiences. So yes, a lot of people see me, and when they ask me questions about hair, I always try to provide guidance and help on natural hair styling and on returning to natural, because I feel that we all need to embrace that natural hair, even with the struggles, because the struggles is the struggles is what brings the knowledge. When you have those struggles, personal struggles, not somebody telling you, oh, this is how it feels, so you know yourself that this is how it is, but it's part of who you are. It's part of your journey. It's part of your life's journey. And so if you shy away from it and try to go, oh, chemicals can do it, oh, straighteners can do it, oh, this can do it, oh, that can do it, and run away from really embracing that struggle of learning to manage, learning to care for it, and learning to just be you in that sense. I'm very conscious of my journey, of my life's journey, and particularly the message that my being speaks, whether I'm speaking or I'm not speaking. I made a conscious decision to guide my girls in the way I hoped to have been guided when I was younger, in the way that I hoped that my parents would be proud that the people who were before me would be proud that yes, this is the right way to have done this. And so I'm raising them up with my own life, embracing the totality of myself and saying, girls, own every part of yourself. Girls, own every strands of your hair. Girls, own your voice. Girl, own your life. That's what I'm saying with my natural hair. I'm just conscious of what message will have registered on their minds based on the life I have lived with my body, with myself, while they can observe me in close proximity at home. So yes, I love my hair. It's not a rhetoric for me. I remember the first time I cut the relaxed end off and I poured water on my hair back in 2008. I mean, I felt that I regained back something that was precious to me, and that excitement still stays with me. But yes, I'm satisfied with the current situation of my hair, and I'm loving this style. So this video is really about me talking about my hair and African hair in general, and encouraging my fellow sisters to embrace their hair. When you're on a journey, you learn things that somebody can't tell you. You know, things that are personal to you, to your journey. You learn the uniqueness of your hair compared to someone else's. We don't all have the same hair. It may look like it's the same. They all look the same, but just as you are unique, just as I am unique in this world, I know that my hair is unique as well. So I want to be able to unravel all its uniqueness. I want to be able to unravel all its beauty, and I want to be able to also walk in those, walk in the steps of my ancestors and say, look at how this, when we look at some of these old African magic videos, this portrayed in the village, and they carry, and these young girls are wearing this kind of hair, and they're carrying some pots on their head, going to the riverside, and just gisting. They're comfortable because there was no pressure on them to be. They were just relaxed in what they were, in what they produced in their soil. That's the kind of life I'm hoping that we can come back to. I am hoping that I could just remain as natural as can be and exhibit my full potential still, because I don't think it's in any way standing in the way of my expression, or in any way standing in the way of my reaching my full potential as a human being. I do hope that you get to embrace your own natural hair. If you are a man, I do hope you get to encourage your wives, encourage your little children, your young girls, particularly your wives, because they are the ones that know, that will teach the children how to care for their hair. Our natural hair is beautiful. I love my hair. I love the styles that it can be worn in. I love everything about it. And I thank you for watching. See you again in the next video.